Imagine this: a sunny day, an outdoor set for a beloved TV show, and a renowned expert ready to appraise some unique finds. But instead of a quiet, polite appraisal, what happens next is a hilarious and unexpected moment that has everyone talking. It's a classic episode of a popular British antique series. An expert Will Farmer has just met a guest who knows his stuff, maybe even a little too well. The moment kicked off with Will captivated by two sleek, architectural chairs brought in by a guest. Will, known for his enthusiastic and engaging style, immediately sensed a kindred spirit. "Are we cut from the same cloth?" he asked. "Are you a bit of a design nut?" The guest, a man after Will's own heart, responded with a simple, genuine, "I think I am, yeah." He went on to perfectly articulate the magic of chairs, their simple function of holding a person's weight, yet the incredible variety of designs and materials that make them so much more than just a seat. It was clear this wasn't just a casual collector. This was a man with a deep passion for design. The genius of Verner Panton, A Tale of Two Chairs. Will was just as excited as the guest, launching into the backstory of the chair's creator, the legendary Danish designer Verner Panton. He explained that Panton was a visionary whose work is featured in museums around the world. The first chair Will focused on was the one we all know and love, the iconic Panton chair, also known as the S-chair. Will revealed its incredible history, noting it was a single molded piece that took Panton a painstaking 10 years to perfect for production. It was a true design marvel. But as with many pioneering creations, it wasn't without its early struggles. The guest humorously chimed in with a problem of his own, noting that early versions of the chair had a tendency to snap. Will wholeheartedly agreed, joking that as a sturdy chap he wouldn't risk it. The design was eventually strengthened, and the chair went on to wake the world up, cementing its place in design history. The big reveal and a hilarious twist. Next, we'll turn to the second chair, a fascinating example of how a designer can make their work more accessible. This chair, Will explained, was created for none other than IKEA, showcasing a brilliant collaboration that brought high-end design to a wider audience. As the moment of valuation approached, Will decided to have a little fun. Clearly impressed with the guest's knowledge, he playfully challenged him. "So come on, you know your stuff. You tell me which is the rarest." Without hesitation, the guest pointed to the IKEA chair. "I think that one is," he stated, "because I think IKEA didn't sell very many of them." Will's face lit up. The guest was spot on. The IKEA chair hadn't sold well, so very few were made. Around 4,000, to be exact, making it incredibly rare. Now for the final test. Throwing the ball back at you again, what are they worth? Will asked. The guest didn't even flinch. He rattled off an astonishingly accurate valuation. One chair at £500 and the other between £800 and £1,000. Will was completely floored, his jaw dropped. The expert had been bested by the guest. In a moment of theatrical brilliance that perfectly captured his utter surprise and joy, Will declared, "I'm done," and playfully walked away from the guest. It was a perfect, memorable end to an appraisal that was about so much more than just the value of two chairs. It was a celebration of passion, knowledge, and the unexpected moments that make this show so great. That moment of theatrical surrender from Will Farmer wasn't about the monetary value of the chairs at all. It was about something far more valuable, a shared passion. In that instant, the expert-guest dynamic dissolved, replaced by a mutual respect between two men who truly understood and appreciated the genius of Verner Panton. Will's "I'm done" wasn't a sign of defeat, but a heartfelt admission that he had finally met his match, a fellow enthusiast who didn't just see a piece of furniture, but a piece of history and art. This is the beauty of a show like this. It's easy to focus on the flashy price tags and the big reveals, but the real magic lies in these authentic human connections. Will Farmer, a man who has likely seen countless iconic designs, found genuine joy in the fact that this guest had done his homework. The guest's knowledge wasn't just a party trick. It was a reflection of a real, enduring love for design that mirrored Will's own. It was a beautiful reminder that when you're truly passionate about something, you're never alone. You become part of a global community that cherishes the same things you do. Whether it's a piece of art, a vintage car, or, in this case, a pair of chairs that changed the world. The valuation was simply the cherry on top. the true reward for the guest wasn't the thousands of pounds the chairs were worth, but the validation he received from a leading authority in the